Hi, I'm Laura. Welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. I am going to go through my whole palette collection and just swatch out a couple of my favorite shades in each palette. I shared my palette in my makeup inventory and I really just glossed over them, so I kind of want to just take the time to go over my palettes, pick out a shade or two that's my favorite, swatch them. So let's not kill any more time. Let's get into this. So right off the bat, I have my Venus Lime Crime palette. This is just the original one. I did buy this after all the hype. I kind of like still wanted it in my head. So that is what mine looks like. I guess maybe show you it the right side up. So I have 4 pans in this guy. I really enjoyed it. Standout shades for me are actually Mercury here, which is like that grayish, purplish kind of color. It's beautiful. You're not going to be really able to see that, are you? That's gonna... It looks a lot more pigmented in person. I don't know why it's kind of not picking up on camera, but maybe it's the light. I don't know. It's like super crappy outside. It's like pouring dark, and so I have to like use the ring light, and it's just washing everything out. Another really pretty one is Aura. That's the shade here. Swatch like that. So that right there, really, really pretty. One that I wanted to love is Rebirth here, and Shell, the one under it. I hate those shades. I was like very unimpressed with them. So those are two. I like this palette though as a whole. Like it has some really pretty like red, maroony. Another palette I have is the TARDIS Pro. This is just the original one. So that is what she looks like. Really, really beautiful. I take this traveling a lot because there's a lot of staple mattes in it. One of my favorite shades. I don't wear this kind of color too often, but it's like that nice like rosy color. It's this one right here. It's a Mod. Ooh, she's pretty. She's just a nice berry tone. Really, really pretty. And then I really like Glam. It's this focus, that metallic there. So that's Mod and Glam. So really, really pretty shades. I like this palette as a whole. I think it's really a great staple travel palette. Keep on the line of chocolate. I have a Too Faced white chocolate chip palette. This is like the small one. That is what mine looks like. Standout shades definitely are this purple and then this pink. Absolutely love them. Raspberry Rose and Sugared Raisin. Sugared Raisin is chunky, like when you swatch it at least. It seems a little chunky, but it goes on super beautiful. So those are them there. Sugared Raisin is here, and then Raspberry Rosé is over here. I picked this one up this year actually. This is from Strobe Cosmetics. It's now Shroud, but it's the Creepy Cute palette. I had this one in a project and I hit pan in Strawberry Milk there. This black is intense, but definitely one of my favorite shades in it is Creep It Real. It's just, oh, that is so stunning. That like teal. This palette kind of like reminds me of Rugrats. I don't know why. So I didn't wipe off my swatches. Whoops. But that is that there. It is stunning. I do not get enough use out of that shade because I just don't. All of these colors are absolutely beautiful. This actually looks really pretty as a blush. So does this. This palette is gorgeous. So another palette that I picked up this year is this Sugar Pill Fun Size. It is so stinking cute. And it is like, first of all, I'm gonna blind you for a second. That like little heart mirror is so cute, but this is that guy here. Again, a similar color story to the Creepy Cute. Did I need both of them? No. But this is video game themed and I loved it. Like I loved it. One of my favorite shades is 8-bit up here, and then these tones down here. Stunning. So those guys there, the orange doesn't swatch the best, but it is a beautiful shade. So those guys there, really, really stunning. That 8-bit, that blue, that periwinkle is gorgeous. I'd be like a little sad that I have to use it, but I would not be mad if I pulled that in my eyeshadow roulette. So another palette I got at the same time I got that other one is the Colourpop Fame palette. This was the one that started my love and my first like eyeshadow experience from Colourpop. I never tried the Super Shocks or anything like that, so it was this one, and then I went on and bought a BYOP. So this palette is just absolutely gorgeous. So like standout shades are Extravaganza. Like these are like a little bit thicker of a shimmer formula. Extravaganza, she's beautiful. I think Debutante down here. So really pretty. So those guys, focus. So those guys, you can see they're a little bit like thicker almost of a, I guess powdery is like the term that people use. So Extravaganza's over on this side, and then Debutante is that side. So really, really pretty. I love this. This is so pretty. Carrying on with Colourpop, I have two palettes. This I just bought on Amazon. I didn't realize that this was like a mock of like the Makeup Geek ones, but then I bought this BYOP. And so I bought these shades all together. So I'm just going to show you them together. There we go. A lot of very similar shades, yes. I could have picked like a couple of them. They do look a lot different in person than on camera. So a couple standout shades. I have Paper Tiger, but I also got Trooper, and I actually prefer Trooper to Paper Tiger. I like Trooper more than Paper Tiger, but Trooper's gorgeous. The big three is really, really pretty also. And then keep scrolling. I want this kind of shade to work better for me than they typically do. So if you have any tips on how to get a shade like this to work, it's like a double mint green. Oh. Those are my Colourpop singles. I really, really enjoy them. I do have a duplicate of one of the shades in here is actually in the Fame palette, but we're not going to talk about that. This like beautiful like leopard print, this again, Nicole Renee Cutler was the one that like talked this up. So these are all of my, like all of this side is Luxie, and then these two bottom shades right here are Morphe shadows that I depotted from the 35F Fall into Frost. So really, really, really beautiful. My one standout shade, my favorite shade that Luxie had when I bought this is Foxy Lady. Oh my gosh, is this stunning. Oh, it's so pretty. It is beyond stunning. I love that shade. And then the two from my Fall into Frost, I'm not going to swatch them. I'm just trying to use them up. I didn't really care about the palette. It was starting to smell weird, and I depotted it because I had a lot of progress in those shades and those shades alone. Little change of plan. I'm going to swatch all over my arm. I'm going to move to my next larger palette. This is the Take Me Back to Brazil by BH Cosmetics. That is what she looks like. I mean, shade that I love is like this like nuclear green. Right next to it is kind of like a spearminty kind of shade. She's gorgeous too. So we'll just so those are those guys there. Definitely two different kind of colors. So definitely like that's like always a crowd favorite for me. That is stunning. Blah, blah, blah. So I've had this for a year, and I swear I use it like a decent amount, and like there's no pan in this. So I need to like play with color more for sure. Another one of my larger ones, this not my favorite. So this is the, oh gosh, I'm sorry. This is the Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette. I've gotten some use out of it, but not a ton. Urban Decay is kind of like a meh formula for me. We'll swatch Acoustic, and then it's called Amp. And I don't use this enough, so Acoustic, she's a beautiful shade. And then Amp, oh, this is a palette that my sister-in-law gave me when she was in Japan. So it's just a really nice neutral. I like this shade out of it. It's like a taupey metallic-y. So that is her, if you can see. We'll just, it doesn't, I mean, I guess it's not swatching the best. It's, I think Japan Beauty is definitely lighter than like how I feel like I like to apply makeup, but that can be built up and it's really, really pretty. It's more of a satin finish rather than like a metallic or a shimmer. And then a couple palettes that I wasn't as impressed with, that I really thought like it was really talked up. I was really excited. I like had my eye out for this brand for like a while. And that is Natasha Nonna. I have two. My fiance bought these for my birthday. I have the mini nude right here, and then the camel palette, which is that bigger one. Shades that I was excited about but that underwhelmed me. Sienna, it's a duochrome. That shade, I thought it was going to be so pretty, and it's just so underwhelming. And maybe I'm applying it wrong, but it feels nice when you touch it, but it just doesn't translate. Oh, now you're going to translate fine? I'm so annoyed. So maybe I will eat my words and I'll like this a lot more. But the mattes in these shadows, or in the palettes, are beautiful. And honestly, my favorite one in this one is Safari. It's like this nice, like mid-toned. But I love this one. This one in the middle is, what did I say? Safari. It is so buttery smooth. Oh my. What a boring shade to want, like, to think that it's your favorite. But, you know, here we are. I like that shade a lot. It's really pretty. A couple other palettes that I only have two of are my Anastasia palettes. So I have the Subculture and the Prism palette. I love these both. That is my Subculture palette. As you can see, I have huge pan in cube here. Like, I could probably use that up. I also have like really significant pan in electric. I have a lot of pan in this palette. Standout colors in this are New Wave and Edge. Those are by far my favorites. Ooh, I love her. You're so pretty. And then Edge, which is, again, so stunning. Then the next is Prism. This is going to be a little bit of a spoiler, but my favorite is Dimension. This is so beautiful. It is so, so pretty. It's a little darker than what I want it to be, but it's so freaking beautiful. I have my Bare Mineral shadows. Most of them have been depotted. So I have this. My favorite shade is by far this one. This is called Sensational. This is the Wild Thing Quad. The color is sensational. It is just such a beautiful minty shade. That shade is beautiful. I then have all of these like kind of rounded square pans. Those are all Bare Minerals ones, and then these are Lorac Pro ones. So out of my Bare Minerals ones, definitely this one, I could not tell you the name to save my life. That there, it is so like bright. And then this like periwinkle, those shades are so stunning, so stunning. And then, I mean, I'm not going to swatch these Lorac ones. They're just basic shades. It's a taupe, it's the mauve, and it's sable. So I use sable in my eyebrows. That's about it. My two Morphe palettes that are remaining, I have the 35 Emboss Mood. That is this color story here. I love these top two rows. I'm like meh about these bottom two. I've been really reaching for this one a lot. This is Bossy AF. What is that one called? Bold Moves. It's this green. You really have to like build it up though, which kind of sucks, but so Bossy AF is on top and then Bold Moves is on bottom of that. So let's see that ish. So Bossy AF and then Bold Moves, very, very pretty. The behemoth of all behemoths, the James Charles palette. So that is this behemoth here. Standout shade definitely is this yellow right here, and then this like super beautiful blue. I love yellows. I love yellows so much. So that yellow shade is called, as I have like this thing, sorry. That yellow shade is called B, and that blue is called Hello. Hello is beautiful. These are all of my Juvia's Place palettes. We'll start with the Magic. So I have the Magic palette here. This is the giant one. I was like, more is more. Girl, I will never need all of this. So standout shades in this palette is definitely Faso here and Osun here. Oh my gosh, those shades are beautiful. So Faso and Osun. So Faso, that purple, is beautiful. And then Osun, another gorgeous one. So let's swatch Faso on top. So pretty. And then Osan. Ooh, yes. The Magic palette, or the Masquerade. Why do I keep mixing these up? I have the Masquerade palette here. This is what started my love affair. Definitely my favorite shade is Zola. And like honestly, Dahlia, but Zola is like so great. So Zola is that lighter, and then Dahlia is the darker one. So Zola, and then Dahlia. You can tell what they're swatched. They swatch so beautiful too. I freaking love Juvia's Place shimmer formula. The original Warrior, I bought this specifically so I could pair it with my Urban Decay Heavy Metals. It's just an all matte palette. And strangely enough, my favorite shade is Kana here. It's just such a basic color, but it's such a staple. Like everyone needs a shade like that, right? Like on just a nice transition. And then probably my favorite color story is the Deuce palette. I love this. I have Pan and Creme. Favorite shade is 100% this one here, which is Macaroons. The kind of tone I always want to wear. It looks similar on camera, like similar to this one, but it's definitely more green in person. It's so pretty. The Zulu palette, another stunning one. I definitely, that I think is like a standout shade, but this is also so freaking pretty. It's unreal. Oh, yes, I love it. It's so pretty. And then I have the Saharan, and yes, I love this blue and this blue, but the standout to me is this shade here. That is Marrakesh. Yeah, that shade is so gorgeous. But then I have my two smaller. I'm going to start with my least favorite Juvia's Place one, which is the Nubian. It's a great neutrals palette. My favorite shade is this one. It has no name. It's super creamy. It's almost powdery, but it's like creamy. Oh, you're so pretty. It's like a more orange tone of that Marrakesh shade. And then the Saharan original. My 100% hands down favorite is Wodabi right here. It's like a beautiful goldy greeny. I feel like it looks a lot more gold on camera. It definitely is more like greeny in person, but I love this shade. I have all of my Kaleidos, is it Kaleidos Makeup or Kaleidos Cosmetics? I don't know. It's the Futurism palettes by Kaleidos. I love these. My fiance got me this like set. So we'll start with Futurism 1 and work down to Futurism 5. So Futurism 1 is probably my favorite out of the whole thing. It's the one with those like olivey tones, and it is by far just, oops, sorry. It is so stunning. My favorite shade, Lamora, is this one. It's like the shade that I always want to wear on my lids, and this shimmer formula blows Natasha Nonna's out of the water. Like absolutely annihilates her formula. So it's like pretty similar to the Wodabi shade, but more green. I love this. This is like 10 out of 10. Would recommend that hands down. I then have Futurism 2 Cyber Bronze. Make sure I'm still recording. I have Futurism 2 Cyber Bronze here. Ooh, she's a beaut too. That is what she looks like. Definitely my favorite shade is this one, which, oh gosh, Quantum. And that plasma shade, I'm gonna swatch the silver too, because the silver is actually very stunning. Quantum is on top, and then plasma is down here. Then we have Futurism 3 Astro Pink. Ooh, I haven't even swatched this. So that is what she looks like here. Gosh, like, do you see that blue? It's a little drier feeling than the rest of the ones that I've just swatched. Oh my gosh, but you did not disappoint, did you? Oh. Okay, the camera does not justify just how. Maybe if I do this. Yeah, that was like way prettier. So that is Neptune. And then we're just gonna do Lightyear, which is that stunning pink shade in there too. And we'll just, maybe I'm swatching these like an animal. That's why, oh my gosh. I'm so glad we experienced that together. 4 is VR Neon, which is the one that I was the most excited about because again, it has like video game references, which I love. And that is this guy here. It is stunning. Like, look at how beautiful those metallics are. Oof. But honestly, that green is what is drawing me in. Oh my gosh, it feels like butter. Okay. Ooh. Yes. And let's just, like, for fun, swatch the orange metallic. Glitch and hologram. And then I have the Electro Turquoise palette here. The color story is exactly what it shows on the outside. So that is this guy here. I mean, I'm sure you know what shade I'm going to swatch, which is definitely going to be Tron, which is this stunner here. And then I'm going to also do Force Field, which is that. Oh my gosh, it felt so nice. So Force Field is that matte. That is a nice, not as nice as the green that we swatched earlier, but. And then Tron Hole. That is stunning. Okay, so that is my long-winded eyeshadow collection. Standouts for me, if you had the money to spend, the Kaleidos formula blows me away. I cannot say enough good things. The mattes are buttery, the metallics are so creamy, and then those shades that have almost like glitter pressed into them, they just reflect so amazing. Like that dark blue that was on like my hand, like that was amazing. That was amazing. More standouts, Colourpop. I tried them for the first time last year, and I am blown away with the quality of Colourpop. The mattes, again, there are like some that are drier, but they are so buttery and creamy. And then Juvia's Place. I can't say enough good things about Juvia's Place. I think that these are stunning. Those are my top 3 brands and standout brands, formula-wise at least, in my collection. Colourpop, Juvia's, and Kaleidos. So good. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below if you saw anything in here that you liked, if there was certain colors or anything or a certain palette that you want me to do like a tutorial on or get ready with me, or you want to see like a palette bingo with any of these, or like a multi-palette bingo. If there's like 5 palettes that you want to see me randomly select colors and slap them on my face, let me know. I'm more than happy to do it. Anyway, I will catch you in the next video. I really appreciate you sticking around for another like half-hour long video. All right, take care. Bye.